shoot. No one's here, but I just stepped on that. Great. Yo, what's up? As soon as I shut the door, cat wants back out. Come on. Cat's crazy. I'll wait for more people to show up. Oh my gosh, dude. Neighbors over there are crazy. It sounds like somebody just died in that house. What if I just went, shut? No, I don't think I should yell that. Get arrested. I'm gonna put a bolt through this, make a fidget spinner. Go find one first. Bro showed up, saw that I was messing with another pulley and left. Hey, somebody's here again. We'll probably take 15 minutes for 2 people to show up on it. Exactly. Somebody left again. Different bolt. Uh-oh. Cat's being bad. Cat's being bad out there again. Uh-oh. Scratching stuff. Of course he is. Somebody came back again? Only been live for 9.5 minutes. Come back, disappear. Come back, disappear. Come back and disappear. But really, I just want to know if anyone will show up. I don't think anyone's going to show up. Made a fidget spinner. Yay. This stream is called Boredom for a reason. I'm bored. Cutting my hand. Not much is up. I'm just bored. Wanting to see how many people will show up on a Christmas night. There's not really much to talk about right now. Other than the fact that I dropped a GoPro out of the top of a tree. That was fun. Made a fidget spinner out of an idler pulley too. You might be able to see why I titled this stream Boredom, because I don't really know. I just want to come down here and do something. I'm going to spin that engine up. because I got a bunch of new tools. I got a drill and an impact driver and some sockets, but the biggest socket I have is one in the 16th, so I have to steal one from over here. I don't think this one's as strong as the other one. I don't know when I'm getting the belt for a brute. I need to get it soon, but still don't know what size it is. That came right off. Yeah, I want to get all these going again. I already got the big one going though, so that's good. Now I got the socket off. Yeah, I want to get the brute. I want to get the Big Red and the brute driving again. They're both broke down. Big Red needs the belt guard adjusted around, and the brute needs its back belt. I think that's all the brute needs, and Big Red has a new belt. Just needs the belt guard switched up a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised if not many people show up at 11 o'clock. Didn't really realize how late it was until I was about to start it, and I was like, well, may as well see. I'm gonna go see what this cat's doing out here. Where'd he go? I don't even see him. Not on the porch. I don't know where he went. Oh well. Whoa. It's all scuffed up. Yeah, my cat's getting up to something right now. I don't know what though. Probably out here. Probably over here somewhere. Hiding from the rain. It's raining. Earlier, I was climbing a big tree in the rain, and I got a GoPro, and I strapped the GoPro to my head and taped a flashlight to the top, and it worked good until I was around 30 feet up. I looked down, and the whole camera fell off my head all the way down. Of course, it was raining and everything, and it was dark, and all I had was the light from that lamp out in the yard. I got down though, and I have the video uploaded now. That lamp all the way over there. I'm gonna walk around and see if I can find that cat. He's probably being bad. He likes to scratch things. There's a tree I climbed. You can't even see it. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, orange cats are funny. But I don't know where my orange cat went. Maybe he's hiding under the truck. Trying to stay out of the rain when he could just stay in the garage. Or maybe he's in the garage, I don't know. I don't see him. It's weird how the camera picks up light so bad. I can see like everything perfectly. But the camera, you can't even see the garage. I can see the doors. I can see light shining through and everything. Oh, I thought that was him in the tree for a second. No, it was mistletoe. It's mistletoe growing out of a tree. Cat once got stuck in that tree too. Maybe he is in the garage and I just haven't seen him. That sounds like something an orange cat would do. My cat is scared of a chihuahua that's half the size of him. Whoa. Just about to drop my phone. Well, it's not in here. He just disappeared. This idler pulley was perfectly good, but I tried to drill it out to a ½ inch and somehow got the drill offset. So the whole hole is like offset on it. Which sucks because it ruined the bearing. It was for an experiment anyways. I was trying to bore it out so I could put it on the shifter of this thing to tighten the belt. But I ended up making a bracket and doing something kind of similar, except with a proper bracket instead. I thought that was him. It was a box. But I should be getting this thing going back again somewhat soon if I can just find what size belt it is. And look at that. It's all burnt and cracked. Yeah, sometimes I'll just come down here and look around. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. This thing did good at the river. That's for sure. Still watermark, still covered and stuff. Well, last time the camera quality was horrible. See if the cat will come running up here. See if it was bright enough, I don't know. Just go look around for him. It's too dark, so you wouldn't be able to see anything. If no one else shows up in like the next 5 minutes, I'm probably just gonna end the stream. And I doubt anyone else will show up because it's like 11:14. Here it is. So, and it's Christmas, so not many people are gonna show up. They're either gonna be sleeping or doing something for Christmas. So, wish there was more to do right now than balance this. Holding on right there. That looks like it's about to come loose. You know what, maybe the cat is stupid and went in the trash. I don't think so. Actually, I know he's stupid, but I don't think he went in the trash. This on the hood is, well, originally it came with an 18.5 intake, and there was a plastic shroud, and it would pull air in through these side vents. But now there's an engine in the same spot those side vents are, so it wouldn't pull it in. So we cut a hole in the hood and run some screws in there. So that's where it pulls air in through from under here. And then this shroud I have an LT1000 to seal against the hood so it doesn't pull exhaust heat, and a fan off a hydro to pull extra air so it stays extra cool. That was off a 19.5. Actually, it was off the engine that's in it, which is a 19.5 with an 18 horse shroud, because I wanted to put that on there. That grill's beat up though, look at that. My favorite engine, this one. This engine's definitely lasted the longest. This engine has lasted a while. Now I have 5 engines here. 2 that don't run, and then 3 that do. But weird thing is this one, when I originally got it forever ago, like a year or so ago, a little more than a year ago, it had this carburetor on it. And this carburetor, I think it's full of trash or something, or maybe a jet down there needs some adjusting. It surged real bad. But when I blew first, I pulled the engine off and scrapped the rest of that motor because it didn't need it. It was a LT1000 with a hydro. Same hydro I got that fan off of. Once I scrapped that out, I kept the engine, transmission, and some wheels from it. That was about it. So now I can't start up Big Red. It's a bit too late for that. I would, but it's got open headers and it's like 11 something, so I don't think it's a good idea to start it. It'd wake everyone up. Well, neighbors are already up. They were screaming over at the house. Kids were like screaming at each other. There's like 6 kids there. Too many kids. I have a video of Big Red with open headers though, if you want to hear what it sounds like. So, a short. We got steer and play. Oh man. 6 kids is a lot to deal with when it's like a 700 square foot house. Like a real small house. And they're like all different ages and they're all crazy kids too. They're definitely all crazy. Dang. I have 2 siblings, but they're both moved out. Older than me. Steering play is crazy. It's getting worse. It used to have this much play. Now this has like none though. Dang, you have a lot of siblings. Thing is, they're like twice as old as me, though. Not twice as old, but so I have a couple nieces and nephews, and one of my sisters is gonna have a kid soon too. So, look, quiet is just, I don't know. Probably the Brute's engine, cause it's farting now. Yeah, these Intecs are good engines. If you can find a big block Intec, that'd be good. It's got this. This is the big block one. That 33 right there is 33 cubic inch, 540 cc. I believe they went down to 28 all the way up to 33. A lot of people have the 31 cubic inch, and usually it's the ICs. That noise. Yo, Lane's here now. My friend's probably getting mad at me. Text him something. He started the stream, so I can't text him back now. He's not gonna be happy with me. His problem, though. How many people are currently here? Because it says 1, and then there's 2 people commenting. I'm gonna grab something out of my shed out here. There it is. Wow, that's a dim light. That's bright enough to see what I'm looking for. Yeah, voice crack. I was out earlier climbing the biggest tree on our property, and I was like 30, 40 feet, probably like 30 or 35 feet up in it. And I had a GoPro strapped to my head with a, what's it called on it? A flashlight on the top, and it was like raining, and it was night. And the GoPro fell off my head all the way down to the bottom. Ow. Just sucked. Because then I didn't have any light to get down other than the light from that lamp out there. This right here is the most common engine ever. These stupid 17.5 horse engines. Never did get this one running. Cleaned it up real nice and everything. Never got it running. I think all it needed was a carburetor, and we scrapped it. Oh well. It was only a 17.5 anyways. You have to go to bed at 9 p.m. Then why are you watching this stream at 11:30? Huh? Time zone's different, isn't it? It's 11:30 here. It's a different time zone there, ain't it? Yeah, I think everyone is excited to see this thing going again. I think something I need to do is cut some chunks out of this on both sides and remove this. Guess you got lucky that your mom ain't there, isn't it? I think what I need to do on this, though, is cut some chunks out of this here and run some bars out and some supports and put some wheels up in that there so it has wheelie bars on it so I can do wheelies without flipping over, because this thing right here, especially after I pulley swapped it, if you raise that throttle all the way up and just push that pedal, what's up? This thing will wheelie with front wheels to be as high as my head right now. I'm almost touching the ceiling. I almost flipped the big one over the other day. This thing over here. It was like right after I got done with the pulley swap and got it actually driving, I put it in second gear and dumped the clutch, and the front wheels were as high as the hood is there. For wheelie bars, Chud used bed frame and just bolted it into the frame in a couple spots with triangles so it didn't break. Yeah. We have a welder now, so I would be able to make weld-on bars if I wanted to. What if I took it apart and put this 17.5 cover on the 21? No, that'd be stupid. It's not even in good shape. This wrench up. Which drawer was that in? So. The zip tie's loose, ain't it? Let's fix it. That didn't fix it. It don't matter. I'm surprised anyone is showing up at all, really. Because it's almost midnight. Big Red's the fastest one. Big Red does 50. The second fastest is the big one over here. Big Red does 50 because it has no governor in it, so I can just push it full throttle. And then has a 6-inch pulley on the front and 2 on the back. This one has a 9 on the engine and a 7 on the back. And it goes 28 in 5th gear with the governor. And then the Brute goes 15 without the governor, which is just yanking that green string hanging down right there. I stay up until 3 in the morning too. I'm just surprised as many people do as me. Actually, I stayed up till 3 a.m. last night. I regretted it, but I stayed up until 3 a.m. last night. That cat's still missing though. Where'd he go? Yeah, my cat just disappeared. Unless he went back in the house. No, he was out here earlier. Holy crap, you can't see this, but the mud pit is filled up to the brim with mud. Ah, see that light right there? That little bit of, well, got covered by clouds. That little tiny piece of light was the moon. My cat probably will get sold if I can't find him. It's not even raining anymore. No, you can't see because it's dark. But he's somewhere out here, but I can't find him out here. Is he in the shed? I don't see him. It sucks that cameras are not nearly as good as your eyes. Can't see anything out here, but I can see just fine. Yeah, I seen him bend them wheelie bars, near flip it over. That was funny. You know, I'm almost getting worried about where that cat went. Because he never just disappears. If I'm out here, he usually doesn't. Here. Mower suspension on it. Maybe not suspension. But what I have seen done before is people take shock absorbers and bolt them to their front axle with like a bracket that runs up and over the engine, and they have shock absorbers on the axle so it pivots and goes back down. I could do something like that if I could find shock absorbers somewhere. If I could find that cat too. Is there any flashlights down here? I wonder if my impact has bright enough lights on it. Because it's got 3 big lights on it. That might be bright enough, actually. Oh, I see his tail. Trail rated axle? Yeah. Oh, wow, that actually works. There's the cat. I almost flipped the big one over not too long ago with the new pulley swap on it. If you put it in a second gear and dump the clutch while it's full throttle, it'll flip over if you're not careful. I had the front wheels as high as the top of the hood, probably, in the yard. That was scary. Scoop him up. Ugh. How do you like this, huh? How do you like that? Okay, I don't think he wants to lay down. Lay down. These back tires were the brute ones. These tires were from Walmart.com. $100 a piece from Walmart.com, and they're 27 12x12s. Cat's leaving us again. Yeah. Those are from Walmart.com. I don't know what website these came from, I forgot. But they're pretty much the same tread, except that one's a little thicker. And they're bigger tires. And then these were off a $60 mower. But these are the tires it's supposed to have. They still got nubs on them and everything. But if or when it starts snowing, I have these slick ones to drift it. I drifted it in the rain once, but it was only spinning one tire because it's unlocked. I've heard ag tires do real well. Seen a lot of people using them. I go with the. See, the thing is, if you are running an 8-inch rim, the biggest tires you can fit are 22s. So if you can fit 22s, you may as well run 22s. Get the most ground clearance. The Brute has 22s on the back and it still squats with 20s on the front. Has rear wheels on the front now. This one actually squats in the back because it has short tires on it. Those are like 19 inches tall. Those other ones are 20s. Dang. This is a 19.5 oppie. But I put an 18 horse shroud. I blew an 18 horse up. I was going like, I don't know. Oh, I only blew this at the 18 horse up because I was a little bit too hard on it. This 19.5 though goes good, and I've had the Brute, which has a 21 horse intake, forever. I've had the Brute for like 4 years. Some Briggs engines are junk, yeah. I swear, them little 31 cubic inch overhead valve engines, pieces of junk, and they're everywhere. Well, they're not junk when they're running right, but like, dang, I need more parts for oppies. I have 2 on the floor there. They both had good guts in them. One of them got rust in the cylinder, and the other one sheared the timing key on the flywheel. And then the guy took the cylinder head off the one that sheared the timing key, and didn't give me a head back with it. Then when I put a cylinder head on it, it, leaks. Well, really the parts I need on this engine would just be a new block. This block is junk because this one got water in it. Ooh, gasket. I'm still looking for another oppie. What horsepower oppies? Really, 19.5 and what? Yeah, this poor 18 I had though. I was going down the road and it was making a weird ticking sound. And I mean, I was full throttle, no governor, going like 35 miles an hour probably before I put a bigger engine pulley on it. And the engine just locked up solid. I took a breaker bar to the flywheel and broke it loose and got it spinning again. And when I started up, it was knocking and through a rod. I took it apart, and the top connecting rod was in like 6 pieces, and the bottom one had some chunks out of it. I just prefer Briggs engines still. I've only blown one of them up. The weird thing is, right, I have a Briggs intake, and a Briggs oppie, and a Kohler 7000. And the only engine I've really had issues out of was the Kohler 7000. But those issues, I think, went away, so that's good. It was surging like really, really bad, but it quit. You see that plastic shroud right there? It's supposed to be, whoa, in the hood up in this area. But what happened is I did a wheelie a different time. And when it hit the ground, it knocked the plastic shroud out and rubbed up all against my flywheel. I need to replace this oppie though. This one isn't dead, but worn out. What was you blowing on them engines for? Huh? Yeah, this one, I mean, it works. And it starts up really quick and good. But there's no oil filter. There's a splash lube one. These splash lube ones are less reliable. If you find one of these Briggs Oppies with an oil filter on the bottom of it, those things are actually like amazing. But this engine is a little bit low on compression. It was like 80 psi on one side and 90 on the other, and it should have around 100 on both sides. But like it starts up really quick. These Oppies though are definitely, out of these three engines, the best sounding one is definitely this. Especially because it has no muffler on it. I'd like to make a custom exhaust, and I'm thinking I could cut it there and connect them, and then run a 90 out the side and out the back, or under the fender, and I have 110 psi. That's kind of what I was thinking. This engine still starts up great though. The Bruce front axle's leaning back. Calm down. What do I need to calm down? Just need to put an exhaust on it. Well, that ain't gonna fit. I'll have to cut it down, but it would sound good with this on it. I know that. Yeah, I think a V8 is a bit big. Ooh, I know how you could put a V8 in your Cub Cadet. Get 4 V-twins. V8 in the Brute. The Brute wouldn't like that. This stupid F&R transmission would probably snap in half in here. So where these F&Rs have a weak spot about right here where there's no support bracing. Like the main part of the case here where your gears are, and it's just out the side with your axle. So they like to break in half. I don't know how I haven't blown it up yet. Once we were mowing with it, we were going, he was probably going 2-3 miles an hour. Yeah, I've seen that video. Put a Corvette V8 in a mower. We were going forwards and hit a tree limb and it yanked it in reverse while moving forwards. Transmission still hasn't blown yet. And it has these nice big tires on it now. Craftsman. There's multiple people who've put V8s on theirs. I think the one I saw was a Boland's MTD, like the Brute kind of mower. It's like sticking out like 3 feet past the front of the frame. Yeah, if you look at this, the Brute's definitely lightly squatted. These seats smell weird. Look, an old spindle that somebody did grease. It was on the Brute's front axle. This thing had a stamped steel axle in it from factory. I managed to break it and replaced it with another one. Then that one was already messed up, so I replaced it with this cast iron one. This cast iron one ain't gonna break. And it's got a 5/8 rod in it compared to one of these little, like, I don't know, 3/8 ones, 5/16 ones. Shiny. Looks to have a little bit of wear on it. That was loud. locked up V-twin. Something that a lot of people don't know about these small engines is that a lot of the time what happens is water will go down through your flywheel and the flywheel will rust weld to your coil because the coil's so close to it, and it'll rust weld and get stuck. If you just take the cowling off and spray some WD-40 on it, you might be able to break it free. How in the world do you get a GT6000 buried in the dirt? I've had rust welds too. Not on engines, but on a Peerless 820 that's in the big end had these crappy keyed wheels on them. And this top one's good. It came off with a little bit of force. That bottom one, that bottom wheel there, it actually holds air. But we had to use a 20-ton press to get the wheel off the axle, and it bent the rim doing that. Rust welds suck. Like, it was barely moving. We had to use this press to get it off. I know a guy who has a bunch of mowers sitting in a barn, which is the same one here. Yeah, the place I got Big Red from, there was a barn, and in the barn there was, let me think, 6 or 7 mowers in that barn. There were a couple cheap piece of junk MTDs with like Kohler singles or little Kawasaki's on them with spicers in the back. Whatever, I don't really care for that too much. There was a wheel horse, but like, obviously he's not going to just give me a wheel horse or something. And then there was Big Red sitting back there, and there was an MTD. But Big Red was one of them. And we got Big Red out, and just to find out the transaxle was exploded. Had a couple broken gears in it, and there were no teeth. I think it had been taken apart, all the teeth pulled out, and put back together. I manual swapped this one. This was a hydro, had a tough torque in it, and I swapped it for a 5-speed 820. What's that? Is that you? Sucks you couldn't get that mower for $50. The amount of good deals I've came across and not able to get is insane. Facebook Marketplace will get you. Found a, this was a long time ago. Yeah, you can pulley swap hydros, but if you pulley swap a hydro when it overspeeds the pump and the transmission, they like to burn up pretty quick, and like, once your pump burns up, it's not going to do anything. But this 820, all I had to do was cut a slot right here for a shifter and put a shifter from a center shift LT1000 on it, and now I put 5-lug hubs. Ow, hit my knee on the tire on that. Anyways, put 5-lug hubs on it and wheels. I saw a Craftsman. Holy crap, look at all that oil. Hold on. Uh-oh. That's coming from the front. What? Craftsman GT5000 with a 22.5 Kohler in it. With a 633. And it was free, not too far away from here, like a 40-minute drive. Gone the next day. People being tired to do something sucks. Something cool though is I've gotten the oil that the transaxle. It has 10W30 engine oil in the transaxle. I oil filled it. And it leaks really bad. Those Tecumsehs I've heard are pretty good. The singles suck, but the twins are good. That's what I've heard at least. Oops. I wonder if the belt fell off from that. But it smells like gas. Like bad. What? No, I didn't get Legos for Christmas this year. Gosh. Nope, definitely not gas in the oil. I used to go crazy over Legos. You have no clue. Open up. How is that not opening up? Impact drill? Same, I got an impact drill. There it goes. I used to go crazy with Legos. Look at all this. Had all the stuff. Holy crap, is that? 20 bucks. I got a GoPro Hero 10, and some other stuff. I got some new tools, which I'll show real quick. Uh-oh, exhaust pipes. So I got an impact and a drill, brushless, nice new ones. Then in here, nope, wrong drawer, that's Big Red's muffler. In here, I got some impact sockets, a couple drivers. One of them is on the impact. A bunch of different drivers here too, and a bunch of nice drill bits, and some pliers that you need pliers to open. So I have to deal with that. We have some. I think that cat's scratching the garage again. That cat loves to scratch things. He gets up and stretches out and starts scratching stuff up high. So about 1.5 feet above every single door frame in the house, other than 2 or 3 of them, has big old scratches on it. Yeah, them DeWalt drills and impacts are good. We have some old ones up here. This is my dad's one. And this is the impact. This is a nice heavy 1/2-inch impact. Mine's an impact driver, so. But I have stuff for it, so I can run like whatever I want. Yeah, pliers, I need pliers. Hold on. Quit scratching stuff. Huh? Quit it. Quit that. Anyways. Yeah, my cat scratches everything. He scratches kitchen table, door frames, inside and out. Like, what else? He scratched, like, a lot of stuff. Mainly door frames, though. Holy crap, just get off there. Oh. Ow! That hurts. Oh well. Hey, he came back. There we go. Got the pliers that needed pliers to open back open. Anyways. I think it's this one. Actually. My cat just kind of finds somewhere to go. We don't have any crappy cat houses. What are you chasing me for, huh? Our, what's it called? Ow. Our garage has a side shed on it so you can store stuff in it. Dad built a door for it. No, he's sitting with me. Dad built a door for it. So we put some mowers in there. Zero Turn and a Craftsman. And if he needs to find somewhere warm, he can go in there and hide under a mower or something. Or he's been in the rafters of the garage before too. I don't even know how he got in the rafters. Look at this. To get in the rafters, he'd have to climb all the way up that and up into there. I don't know how he did that. And then here's that shed. Zero Turn. Kayaks in there too. Now where's that big bad cat? There he is. Get you. Ran off again. I got 10 subscribers within the span of a week. I hit 150. Think I made a post about it about a week ago, and I'm at 160 now. I don't know, it just randomly happened. Kind of just looked and I was like, oh crap, how did I get to 156? And the next day it was 160. I have another channel which has like 230. That channel's dead now though. Quit uploading on it and made a new channel. Because I got bored of the stuff I was making on that one. Which had to do with Legos actually. Here, I'll show you the kind of things I would make on that channel. Where's that vacuum cleaner at? Shoot, I don't know where my vacuum is. Anyways, I make these things. Which one is what? Which channel? I have a channel called Spud Studios that I made a while ago. Like, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. Yeah, I used to go crazy with the vacuum engines. I made a V12 a while ago. I made a V12, I made a couple V8s. I have a 8x8 piston, post piston in there. Yeah, the one with the lizard on it. Yeah, I comment from 2 accounts. I'll either be commenting from this account or I'll be commenting from the Spud Studios account. I'm subbed to most people on both accounts. Yeah. Some pneumatics. Actually I have a couple pneumatics, but not many. They're on a set I have in the house. See, I would try and run that engine. Oh, there's my vacuum. Should I run the engine? I think I should. Haven't ran one of these engines in months. Probably. Too much stuff. Get off there. I don't need that. Here, I'll run this one. I don't know how well it's gonna run. Dang. Oh. There's too much stuff over there. And then again. Oh my gosh. Stupid 10-foot long vacuum hose. Actually, I think it's 6 feet. Oh. My goodness. Get over here. Here, I'm gonna run it right here on the Roots fender. I need to figure out how to set my phone up. I'll probably put it against that spring. But yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna run. It doesn't have any oil on it. And whatever oil that is on it is like dried out. And it has a throttle. Crap, I haven't made one of these things with a throttle in forever. Oh man. See how well this piece of crap runs. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna run. Is the timing off or something? No. I think I need to pull this off. And I'd have to put something over that. I'm just gonna find some pieces. It'll take probably about half a second. Ah, fell on. Just any piece, I swear, will work. Oh man, I finally got one. Gosh. Maybe this will run now. I think the big thing is, though, it was full of olive oil and then the olive oil dried out. So, you know. I think I have olive oil over there. I'm gonna look real quick. Ew. Ew. I'm not gonna use that. Oh my gosh, my hands are like sticky. It's like they're covered in honey or something. Let's see if it runs now. Probably not. No, that's cooked. I think it would just need a heavier flywheel. I don't stream too often. This is stupid, but I'm gonna fill it with oil. This oil is like years and years old. I bet you will run now, though. This is only the second stream I've done. I just decided one night to stream, and then again I decided to stream. So let's see if it'll run that way. Hey, it runs. Huh, it actually ran. That thing is a piece of junk. I have one that went up to like 5,000 RPM, I think it was. 4,900, really. Some guy literally went out of his way to calculate the RPM using the frequency of the engine, and it was 4,900 RPM. So I've had some other ones that I think were faster. But yeah, I quit building those a while ago. I think I built that one like a month and a half ago. Ooh. I miss driving this thing. I need to get this thing running again. Oh my gosh, I hate dogs. Screaming. Like, I don't think screaming's gonna help you. It's all I have here. I haven't had a Husqvarna, but my papa has a Husqvarna. I had the Brute was the first one I got. Then I had a Yards Machine MTD. Then I had an LT1000 Craftsman with a hydro. Big Red. Then the Biggin, I think. And a Craftsman that was for free. Big Red has second gen steering in it. I have another motor outside with second gen steering in it too. Might be able to see it. Yeah. John Deere's and Cub Cadets are good too. But I've liked Craftsman a lot. What are you doing, cat? Lay down. Older Craftsmans are good. What are you doing, cat? Watch. Now he's gonna lick me. Technically, the Biggin is an MTD, but it's one of the better MTDs because it came stock with a hydro and has a C-channel frame in it, not the crappy ones like what the Brute has. It has a C-channel. So, still though, when I'm riding, I have my foot like slightly on that right there, and I can feel the frame flex because I feel that moving a little bit. Grasshoppers are real nice. Didn't Chubb? Yeah. No. No, Chubb worked on a Dixie chopper a while ago. Yeah. Pretty much any mower is really good, depending on who made it. Pretty much every mower other than most MTDs are good. I think I know where I might be able to get another Oppie and maybe an 820 too. Timu mower. Grab polishers are way too expensive. A used zero turn is going to be expensive no matter what, especially something like a grasshopper or a Dixie chopper. Yeah, I don't like the Brute's belt system. That's another reason why I haven't got a belt for it yet. Contemplating replacing the transaxle on it from this F&R, but I kind of also want to see how long it lasts. But yeah, I hate this stupid Vari drive in these things. But this is one of the better ones. It has a operated Vari drive, and the pulley here isn't connected to the transaxle case like most of them with a pedal drive. So because of that, I can put any transaxle that came out of a similar style MTD into it. But I'm kind of thinking about getting one of them 2-speed, like high-low MTD GT transaxles and just using it as a 2-speed transmission. I just had a stupid idea. What if I What if I took bought some hydro transmissions from a zero turn and put one on that side, one on that side, and had a lever on each side so it was like a skid steer with the main steering still on it. That would be funny. Hey, get down from there. Hey! Hey! Get down. Get down from there. You. Ah. Hey! Oh, I did not mean to slap you in the face. I meant to slap your ear, and then you moved. That was your fault. Uh-oh. Let's see what's in this. Water? Water. Lame. I thought it was going to be like 3-week-old coffee that was moldy. MTD is good at stealing your money for repairs. The Brute is actually the cheapest mower out of all these, though. I mean, technically, you could count me getting the Brute about 4 years ago as doing mower stuff, but really dealing with pulley swaps and, like, all that stuff and actually getting one to go fast or whatever was about a year and a couple months ago when I got Big Red. Cat, you better not get up on that. Ah! Don't get on that. You'll fall. Hurt yourself. Get down. Get off that. Look at him. Wimpy. What do you mean 2 numbers for a Green Goblin? Stickers to put on the side or something? Phone. Go. Be a loser. Anyways. I think this 820 needs a rebuild because it leaks oil. Ew. Look at that. Yuck. That is some vile looking stuff. My cat may seem chill, but not really. Come here. Ah, don't run. See what I'm talking about? Might seem like it, but he'll run. Go on. Don't. Attacking me. Watch. Jumping up at me. That cat loves me. That cat loves everyone. He loves people. That cat's favorite thing is people. Piece of rust on the ground. What are you smelling, huh? Idiot. Watch him. One out, huh? There you go. Where'd he go? Hardcore parkour. Ugh. Did any of y'all ever climb stuff? That's fun. Bet you that video's If that video is uploaded, you should go watch it. I climbed up the biggest tree in the backyard. How warm is it? Right now it's probably 50. Like 50 outside. It was 55 during the day. It's probably around 50 right now. But yeah, I climbed to the not the very top. I almost climbed to the very top of the biggest tree in the yard. So, I'm in like central Kentucky. When I climbed that tree though, I had my GoPro that I just got strapped to my head on a head mount, and I taped a flashlight to the top of it. So I had a headlamp, and the camera fell off. Not just like the whole lamp fell off. Dang, I wish it was colder here. I wish it was full of snow. Of course, here we are. Just, wet. I swear I hate that it's just wet and not snowing. It's boring. The whole reason Big Red has nice, slick, piece of junk tires on it right now, instead of its nice, fancy tires, is so I could drift in the snow that never came. It should snow Friday through Monday or something like that, though. So, hopefully it'll snow. 2 years ago, it was 70 degrees, like 73 on Christmas Day. And then it was, I think, a high of like 50, 56 or something today. I climbed pretty high in trees. I scared crap out of everyone yesterday. There was this big tree at my papa's house. And right at the very top, drift in the rain, I did, but it'd be funner in the snow. Plus, I don't want to flip it in the rain. I feel like snow would be slicker. And, what's it called? I, climbed all the way to the top. And once you're all the way at the top, there's limbs, but not many, what's it called, up there. Up at the top of the tree, there's not many, there's limbs, but they're small and not many, needles on it. It's evergreen. So when I was at the top of that tree and you could clearly see me, and like a bunch of my family was outside and saw me up there, they were screaming at me. That was fun. Come on, cat. Yeah, I've climbed like everything I can. In the first stream I did, like last week, I climbed on the roof of the garage during the stream. And then shot tannerite, no. Sounds fun though. Loon cat. Look at him. Happy, but an idiot. What model? DLT 3000. It's the same frame as like an LT 1000 or whatever, but it has a different hood, fenders, different engines. The red kind. The big one is a Craftsman T240, and it's literally 4 years old. From 2019. So this thing is almost brand new. Dang, a lot of us actually don't live too crazy far. I mean, you could do a 6-hour drive a day. The big one's a T240 Craftsman. And it was bought brand new like 4 years ago. Central Kentucky. I'm not going to state the county I live in, but around Central Kentucky. This thing was bought brand new in like 2019. Lawnmower meetup. That'd be fun if I could find someone else to ride with around here. I only know one other person who would ride with me, and he's selling his mower. Oh my gosh, my back. I could drive Big Red there. If I put better brakes on this thing, I could drive this thing there. Throw my helmet on and start it up. Nah, I'm not gonna start it up right now. Dang. Why does Big Red look so bright on camera? Look how shiny red it looks. It looks like the same color as the Big 'un, don't it? Big Red's like really, really dark red. Not really, really dark, but like pretty red. Big Red is more like Little Red, isn't it? Because that's big. But that's the Big 'un. No, that cat's not going crazy anymore. He's either outside or settled down, wanting to go back in the house. Yeah, we're all around the same age. I would say my age, but if I say it, I might potentially not be able to stream again because I'm too young. So I'm 18, right? 18. And I can drive on the road on a mower. A long time ago, I took Big Red for a river ride, actually. Took this thing and drove it in the river. That was on my old Spud Studios channel. I did make some mower videos on there. But, anyways. I want to find that cat again. Farm permit. Where did this man go? I think he's still in here. Where did he go? Probably hiding up here in the shelf. Into the lawnmower. I don't know. Big Red. If I wanted to put it in a lawnmower race, I need a new engine that has a bit more power. With the pulley ratios I have on this thing, and an old engine that's a little bit low on... He despawned. With an engine that's a little low on compression, and a small block. Not a small block, but like a smaller one. I'd like to have a 46 cubic inch. How do you drive a push mower? One of them walk behind ones or whatever? A self-propelled push mower? Like, what do you do? Stand on the side of a self-propelled push mower and put your hands behind your back? Our push mower is not self-propelled. It's just a regular old basic push mower. I think that cat despawned. I think he did. I think he did despawn. I think you're right. I have an idea. $13-horse skateboard. Oh man. Ooh. There it goes. See that? See that? It's almost on there. It's on. Oh yeah. That'll work, right? We won't get snapped off by something. Shh. shoot, you are right. He probably despawning. I had a Minecraft series going, but I kind of quit. What the? Sister's texting me. I'm gonna go hunting for a wildcat. In the abyss. I thought that was him. Nope, it's a gas can. You should all put how many mowers you have in the chat. I have 4 mowers too. I'm actually right by the 4th one right now. I think M-Trax mowers are all Craftsman's, right? All green ones. 10.5? What do you mean 10.5 mowers? Actually, you're right. I have 3.5 mowers too, because I have 3 in the garage that are good, and I have a parts mower with no front axle, no transmission, no engine, no steering wheel. A lot of the stuff is missing from out underneath it. It's missing fenders and hood, mowing deck. I'm actually standing right next to it, but it's so dark you can't see. You can hear it though. But it has Gen 2 steering in it, so that's good. Good parts if I want to pull that. Anyways, still looking for that cat in here. What's weird is I have the lights on in this shed right now, and I can see, like, no, I'm gonna leave them lights on. My back hurts. Hey, look. There he is. He respawned. I have 2 Craftsmans, the Brew, which is no, I have 2.5 Craftsmans in the Brute in MTD. My voice keeps cracking. The Brute, 2 Craftsmans, and I half one outside. By half of one, I mean because it has no transmission or anything on it. Fenders, engine, hood, hitch, front axle, everything. It's just a frame at this point. I've seen a lot of people running hydros on their mowers. I mean, I've only owned 2 hydros, the big one and the LT1000, and now the big one has a 5-speed 820 in it, and the LT1000 is scrapped out, and the hydro is on a shelf. I've watched most of your videos, M-Track. Ooh, that feels good on my back. Now the cat spawn point's in the house on my chair. I have 2 chairs. Here's my desk, right? And I have a rolly chair here and a green wooden chair, like a table chair right here. He spawns on that green chair. Like, I was looking at something earlier and he just appeared on the chair. I didn't even notice him walk in and he jumped up on the chair. That is his spawn point. Hold on, I'm playing Minecraft. Actually, no. Oh, crap. Cat despawned again. Oh, I found him. Never mind, he didn't despawn this time. He's the most quiet cat ever. Oh, he's following me. My voice sounded horrible in the first videos, you know it? Back. Everything's starting to hurt out of nowhere right now. My back, my feet, arms, my eye. I got stabbed in the eye earlier by a tree limb, so, you know, I got poked in the eyeball. Not too long ago, that cat licked me in the eye. Well, not on my eye, but like right under it. Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm 18. I always have to just like sit down and pop my back. I'm that kid in class who just randomly popping my fingers in. I'm gonna set my phone here. Here, Paul. 17 cats. We only have one cat, sadly. I want to get more, but my dad does not want any more cats. Like, you know, minimum age, yeah. When I set this account up, I put like 20 something, I think, as the age. I think, I'm not sure. And you have to have like, when I first did a stream, it said you have to have at least 25 subscribers. And then somebody else said 50. Maybe it was the other way around, actually, but yeah. Pretty much all you have to do is just not say your age and you're able to stream. It's fancy, ain't it? That tire looks bad. That one looks good. Yeah, I've driven many vehicles. One said with no vids, dang. You should make some vids. Where are you going? A little bit loose, but there's no more threads. Which is fine because it still pivots. Having a gas pedal on a mower is like, having a gas pedal on your mower makes such a difference in terms of not like, even if it's governed, it's better. We don't have that much land. We have like, with this yard and my granddad's yard, which we're neighbors with, is like probably 4 or 5 acres in all. So we don't have too much land. But if I want to take something like the big into the river, all I have to do is just drive it down the road like a mile and a half, and I'm at the river in it. And the big one's is 28 in 5th gear with the governor. So like, it's plenty fast to just drive it to the river. And the brute does 9 miles an hour with the governor, so I could take it to the river too, probably. The heck? You ever just smell something? Like, you're not around it, but you just smell it? Because I just smelled cigarette smoke. Out of nowhere. I don't know why I smelled cigarettes. Got pulled over. I ain't got pulled over by, there's a police officer's house and I've driven mowers past it. I drove Big Red and the Big M past that house. And once, a couple times there was some cool things that happened. One of those times, I used to have a go-kart, and I drove my go-kart down the road and past that house, and they were having like a big birthday party or something, and there was like 20, 30 people there, just sitting in the front yard. So I drove back and got Big Red and went flying past their house on this thing. It was funny. And then another time, I was driving Big Red back up. I took it to the river and turned around. And street raced a cop. How? Once I was coming back up from the river, I was in fourth gear. Foot wasn't even on the gas. It was idling in fourth gear, and I have a high. Idle was like 2,000 RPM on this thing. Turn it up a little bit more, actually. But I was coming back up from the river, just idling in fourth gear up the hill, and the police officer was pulling into his driveway. So I slammed it in sixth gear and pinned it full throttle the rest of the way back home. I don't think the officer cares. And then the officer wasn't there. The police car wasn't there when I drove the big one past the house twice. And I was only going, I don't know, 10, 15 miles an hour going past the cop's house because there wasn't a straight stretch. See, Big Red has brakes. If I absolutely need to hit the brakes, there are brakes. They're stock ones, which work really well. Yeah, small town cops are chill. But if I need to hit the brakes on this thing, it'll lock the tires up almost. But the big one doesn't have any brakes because all the stuff was locked up. No, I haven't had a mini bike. I've had bicycles. I had a bicycle up to like 30 miles an hour. 35, I think it was. I had it in high gear, flying down a giant hill from the cemetery where bikes are not allowed with my friend. The speedometer app on his phone managed to say it said he did 45 miles an hour. He didn't do 45, and I know it. We had fun on them bikes. He hasn't come over in a while, though. Need him over here. You can check his channel out, too. But his channel is not anything about mowers. There's not even any long-form vids yet. Here, I'm going to find something right on. CAM track. Alright. I'll leave the stream up until it's probably like 2 hours, maybe 2.5, or till like 1:10 or something. Where in the world is the Sharpies? I forgot where the Sharpies went. Shoot. Oh, I found them. Here, I'm gonna write something down real quick. I don't know how good the quality would be, though. Dang. There's my friend's channel, Donut Lords. Check him out. He does more like skits, though. But yeah, see y'all later. Dang, I won so much on Big Red before. Nearly flipped it over a couple times. Going like 40 miles an hour down a hill. Car was coming up the road. I went into the ditch a little, and then when I swerved back into the road, I turned the wheel a little too hard, and it lifted one of the rear wheels up off the ground. Yeah, these mowers and mini bikes, anything with a small engine is very dangerous, because usually they're uncovered. We're doing cat. 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 What? You finally speak? Shh, haven't heard that cat meow in a while. Know it? And he didn't even meow his lip. There's one person still here. Who is that? Whoa, that was loud. You know what? Oh, I'm gonna set my phone on the back porch up here and grab a flashlight and come back out so I can actually do something. I could climb a tree and have my phone in my pocket, and then once I get to the top, put my phone back out. I might do that. Be back in a second. Dang. That's scary. Look what I have now, though. Ah. Should I climb to the top of this tree and then pull my phone back out once I'm at the top of it? Should I do that? Climb something. Here, I'm gonna throw my phone in my pocket real quick and climb this tree and then pull my phone back out once I'm at the top. You probably can still hear me, so anyways, I'm gonna climb this tree real quick. You can hear me. I can't even completely see what I'm doing right now. It's dark. I'm almost to the point where I dropped my GoPro, where it fell. in the top of the tree now. Yeah, we have a zero turn. It's our mower. Look at this. This is pretty cool, ain't it? Shoo. Up here with no hands. Anyone still watching? It's pretty cool though, isn't it? And the tree's wet right now too. I'm on Facebook, but that was on my old phone. But I still use that account on my old phone. But yeah, I'm on Facebook. And I also have an Instagram too. Mo211846. Climbing a tree when it's this dark though is sketchy, you think? Watch this. Oh. How good is the camera quality right now? Hmm. How is the camera quality pretty good up here in this tree? This tree is still wet. See it shining? It's pretty chilly up here. All I have is this little flashlight right here. Because I don't think I can turn my phone flashlight on up here. If that piece of crap light all the way over there burns up, ooh, if that light burns up, I'm screwed. I wouldn't be able to see anything up here. Looks good? Really? That's surprising. Probably because I'm like right next to the house right there. So I have actual internet. Yeah, I have 3 bars of internet and 5 bars of service. Probably 5 bars of service because I'm up high. Normally I only get like 2 or 3 here actually. Wait, what? Hold on. I can see 2, I think. 2 cell towers from here. I know that's the main town, but that one over there, I don't know what that is. Hey, Amtrak's back. And I'm back up in the top of a tree. Actually, I can go higher, but then I won't be able to hold a flashlight and a phone at the same time. This is the only spot. Around 35 feet, probably. So I'm probably about to... What am I doing up there? I don't know. Just felt like climbing a tree. A wet tree, too. The tree's actually soaking wet. Because it just got done raining. Should be a video on my channel that I uploaded where the GoPro fell out. I was a couple limbs below this, and it fell all the way down to the ground. Like, all the way down. Holy crap. Well, nah, it ain't dangerous. Well, it's not too bad. I'm in a spot where it's actually pretty safe right now. Plus, if I want, I can just kind of wrap my arm around the tree. But I'm holding phone with one arm, flashlight with the other, just kind of chilling up here. I mean, my feet are actually planted real well. They're like both in between limbs. So, I mean, I can just kind of... Rain falling on my head. I'm holding on to a limb right here. Don't worry. The view from up here, even at night, is amazing. I can see cell towers from 2 different towns. Yeah, one day, this is probably how I'm going to die. I'm going to fly out of the top of a tree somehow. I can go higher than this, too. I can stand right there if I want, which is like a lot higher. But the issue is if I stand all the way up there, at, that high up, I won't have anywhere. I have one foothold and nowhere to. I have to let go with both hands. We'll have one arm wrapped around. So, what pulley to make it go at least 25? With or without the governor system on it. Because if you're going with no governor, if you have no governor, 3.5 should get you to 25. But the issue with running a 3.5 is if you also want to go in the mud with the thing, the belt slip would be stupid because too small of a pulley. The big one does 28 with the governor, with a 9 on the engine and a 7 on the transaxle, but it's also running 27-inch tires. So, holy crap. Okay. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to put my phone back in my pocket and put the flashlight back in my pocket. And I'm going to climb down and hopefully you don't hear me screaming or something while I'm falling down the tree. What the heck? Heard some kids screaming again at the neighbor's house. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing, to be honest. Because the kids having fun, or kids definitely not having fun. Mistletoe up in this tree. Have to be real careful climbing this right now, you know. Oh, my foot is stuck. Oh, I got it. Finally, back down the ground. Yeah, who decided that? Look at him. Well, I'm back down from the tree. Here, let me show you. That's the tree, and I was like up there. Probably. I was like right there. Right in that area of this tree. That cat's running around out here again. Hey, I'll show you that half a craftsman out here. What was that? Anyways. Finally back on the ground. So, anyways. I heard it started in Britain where some guy who was into rallycross and whatever got mad about a bunch of sponsors and whatever. And, hold on. What is that smell? Oh my gosh, it smells like eggs. It smells like deviled eggs. Anyways. But yeah, so he decided to make a race with mowers and people actually showed up. Anyways, here's a half of a Craftsman. No front axle, no engine, steering wheel, transmission or anything. What in the... Gosh, it stinks. It smells so bad. Oh my goodness. Is it that? No, I don't... What if it's the gutter? I don't know. Here's my shed full of parts, though. Full of stuff. Here, I'm gonna set my phone in here. I'll be back. I have to use the bathroom. Hey, the awkward silence is gone. A 9 to... The big one's running a 9 to a 7 and does almost 30. So 9 to a 5 will probably get you around 40 miles an hour with 7-inch tires. Holy crap, though. When I'm saying it smelled like eggs, it smelled like deviled eggs out there in the yard. I don't know what that was. It was terrible. Ugh. I had deviled eggs the other day. I know what they smell like, and it doesn't smell good. Cat's licking your toe. Cats are lickers. Where'd he go? He's on the back porch still. My cat will chase me all around the house. Like, I'll start running through the house, and he'll chase me through the house too. And then he'll come up to me, lightly bite the back of my leg right there, like right there, and start licking it after he gets done biting it. He's weird. Oh, here's the fidget spinner I made earlier. Oh, that's good. hatch back up at the house, I guess. 103, and my phone's at 14%. Dude, it was like 20% probably. Not 20. It was at least 60% when I started the stream. It's at 14 now. Excuse me. Six by six motor would be cool. Something I've seen a lot of people struggle with is the front axle setup, though. And I had a really good idea. So, like, what if you took a front axle like this off your mower, right? And flipped it like that and bolted your transaxle to this. Like, bolted or welded the tranny mounts onto the sides of it. And just bolted your tranny to it. Run your steering rod to it right there. And your whole transaxle moves. And then use heavy duty, like go-kart clutch cables or mini bike clutch cables as the to shift it. Answer what? Whoa. Answer what? 4x6? Yeah. But you'd also have to make sure they're the exact same transaxle too, though. Because if they're not the exact same transaxle, it won't work. Like, let's say a Spicer and a Peerless, like a 930 and an MST, the gear ratios. Stock front pulley with a 5 on the back. Chud did 20 with that setup with 20-inch tires. So yeah. On that new Craftsman he made with the big V-twin in it, he did 20 with the stock front and a 5 on the back. And I know you can fit a 5 on the front too, without hitting the clutch. I have a 5-inch pulley. I don't know what to use it for. I would put it on the Brute to make it a bit faster, but it won't fit. The pulley that's on it, it literally had that much clearance in between the steering box and the side of the pulley when putting it on. So you have to take the pulley completely off to take the belt off and on. So pretty much like belt guards, I guess. Right? And the belt's not gonna come off. I mean, that would work. Another idea, and this one would be pretty hard, but get a Peerless 700, which is a 5-speed transmission, vertical input, horizontal output, and the horizontal output has a sprocket. You could run the chain to the back and then have another sprocket and run the chain to the front. The issue would be steering on it, though. You'd have to figure out how to steer it. You'd have to find some U-joints or CV joints and make them fit whatever size axle you're running. But you'd still have a 5-speed transmission. And you could pulley swap it and everything. Something about these mowers, though, is the smallest pulley you want to run is a 5-inch pulley. Otherwise, your belt's just going to slip like crazy. So, what happened with your first attempt for a pulley swap? Big Red was my first attempt for a pulley swap. then the brute, then the biggin. Actually, yeah, the brute. I think. Because I think when I did the pulley swap on the brute, the biggin still had a hydro in it. What if I just left my phone in the garage and left the stream going like all night? Like a 70-hour stream or something. No, I don't think that would work out. Shoot, I don't even know. I might be doing something tomorrow, but I might not. I know my dad is off work again, so. Couldn't get the pulley off. I got lucky with Big Red. Big Red had just been sitting in a barn, and because Big Red had just been sitting in a barn, it was pretty good. Pulleys stuck on transaxle suck. That Peerless 820 was a job to get it apart. The 9-inch pulley that was on that transaxle was, ooh man, that 9-inch pulley. It was a piece of crap 9-inch pulley. It had a half-inch bore, so the belt would easily fall out of it anyways. And it was really rusted and pitted. And to get that pulley off, we put it in a 20-ton shop press and pressed it out of there. And I kept the pulley because it's not really that bent. I could definitely cut the hub out of the center of it and weld it to a different pulley to make a different size pulley. But I already have a hub cut out the pulley. But these. Here it is. This was the original pulley. It's all really, really rusty and really skinny, narrow bore. And it's slightly like warped and whatever. Some scoring there. Big Red's pulley, I just had to take the clip off the top of it and just grab the pulley and it slid right off. Same with the Brute's front pulley and the Biggin's front pulley. I plan on locking the diff on. I'm contemplating doing it on the Brute, but I don't think I will. But the Biggin is definitely going to get a live axle one day. Because the axle on the left side is an inch shorter than the one on the right side, so I have the wheel hub flipped backwards. Oh, an 80s Cub Cadet. Yeah, no wonder that pulley wouldn't come off. I sat in the rain. Is that light loud? It's like, No. Almost fell. I want to see. The air filter was last changed on this thing. Come on. Stupid air filter design. 3/13/21. So air filter hasn't been changed in 2021. Looks good still, other than that. Electrical issues are the worst. I almost bought a Cub Cadet for $150. It had ag tires on the back and whatever. But it had electrical issues, so they wouldn't let me buy it. My dad wouldn't. Because electrical issues suck. What the? Oh. Probably should have. Aha. Thankfully, I haven't really had many electrical issues with mine. I had Oh man, I learned a hard lesson on the brute here. The brute one day just wouldn't start, right? So I thought it was the starter. So I pulled the starter off my dad's Craftsman out back, which has a 20 horse intake. Put the starter from that on this, and it still wouldn't start. Just to find out it needed a new battery. All that work to swap the starters. Ooh, that was so annoying. But eventually I got it figured out. The big in there too. The fuse? No, it was the battery. The battery was a little weak. It had 10 volts instead of 12, and it wouldn't charge back up all the way. So it has a new battery. And the big one was the same thing. The big one won't start, which is part of the reason I got it for free. And it was just it needed a battery, and it started up and ran and drove just fine. So that was loud. My motors, I don't even think have fuses in them, other than the big one. The big one has one fuse under the seat. I don't think Big Red or the Brute have any fuses. And my drills intact. Yeah, I think this right here is the only fuse I got. And it's good. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, I ain't found fuses. I've replaced a couple. What in the... Scared crap out of me. Drill fell off. Anyways. I had to replace the starter on Big Red. Big Red had a bad starter on the 19.5. It worked, but it was like dry and needed to be cleaned up and oiled up and whatever. And the Brute starter was replaced even though it didn't need to be. I think everyone else is gone. I wonder what that cat's up to right now. Is that a chicken? I swear it's a chicken. Probably some stupid dog, I swear. Dogs annoy me so much. Is that cat being bad? Oh, yep, he is. Hey, quit being bad. Quit being bad. How much it's been raining? Gosh. Look, you see how that's all chipped up? That's the cat scratching it. It's a bad man. Excuse me. Dang. I haven't really had many issues out of these things. I've just gotten them and they kind of just worked. I mean, when I got the Brute for free, completely free. And we were able to drive it onto the trailer. There was nothing wrong with it. Good battery and everything. It just had a bad deck. That was the only wrong thing. Yeah, I hate that it's raining here. I wish it was snowing here. Sucks. We're doing bad cat. I think I've seen two cats today. My cat and a cat named Sassy at my mom's house. Butter's stupid though. Look at him, his tail's all wet. Cat's following me again. Well, it's 1:18 and the stream's been going for almost an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna end the stream right now. So, guess that's it for now. I might make another stream here in a couple weeks if I have time. But, yeah, that's it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. See y'all later.